And there is an Israeli apartheid system currently in place. In the Palestinian territories that Israel has no legal title to, Palestinians are systematically denied permits to build any homes, and when they build them without permits anyway, Israel comes along and destroys them, while Israelis are allowed to build illegal Israeli settlements on that territory. That's discrimination, and that's apartheid. 80% of the water in the West Bank, according to the Israeli human rights organization B'Tselem, is allocated to the illegal settlers and to Israel. That's Palestinian water. When 80% of it is allocated to Israelis and Jewish settlers, that's apartheid. When Palestinian citizens of Israel are not allowed to marry Palestinians from the occupied territories, that's apartheid. When any person who is Jewish is allowed to return to Israel proper, but Palestinians indigenous to that land are not allowed to come back because they are not Jewish, that is apartheid. Look at the broader picture. There is a problem. There are two road systems in the occupied territories. One for Israelis and Jewish settlers that is modern, but that road system, Palestinians from the occupied territories are not allowed to drive on it. That's apartheid. Apartheid is the problem. Jimmy Carter was absolutely correct. And every human rights organization, including Israeli ones, that point out to the discriminatory policies of Israel are absolutely correct. That's the problem. Occupation and apartheid are very much so the problem.
I want to thank everyone for joining us and for listening so attentively. I want to thank Omar and Jeff for joining us. Again, thank our friends at Leslie for hosting our program. I think our give and take today vividly illustrates the contentious nature and the division of opinion and narrative. And I think it was right to give both Jeff and Omar a chance to explain that narrative and for us to hear how that narrative can so firmly diverge in terms of what does one side wish to claim as the right and proper narrative in order to reinforce its side, and how we overcome that divergence of narrative, which always looks back, and create an atmosphere in which we can look forward to two narratives that will overlap rather than continue to diverge. Perhaps that's one way to look at this very difficult challenge that remains before us.